Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on these new NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powders. I tried them in a recent tutorial trying new makeup and I was like, let me go ahead and try these out. Full-blown dedicated review for you guys, a full day wear test. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. But before we get started, I do quickly want to introduce myself. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Jessica, aka the Mexican Beauty. I'm into all things beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. I would love for you to go hit that subscribe button down below. Also, please go ahead and hit the notification bell because I'll make sure you never miss a video. While you're at it, make sure that you follow me over my other platforms, Instagram, The Mexican Beauty, and also TikTok, The Mexican Beauty, because whenever I'm not here on YouTube, I'm posting on those platforms literally 24/7. You won't want to miss it. So after you do those things, let's just go ahead and get right into this review and wear test. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about these two powders right here. They are more so of setting powders. So the reason I don't have any base makeup on, and you guys may be wondering like, why don't you have the foundation on at least, is because I wanted to do that on camera so I could show you guys exactly what I was putting on my face before going in with the powders. So I already went ahead and primed. I just used my favorite Milani primer at the moment. This is the Supercharged Dewy Primer. It's actually not dewy, honestly. It gives you a healthy radiance from within. And I love it because it literally like makes my skin look and feel so beautiful. So highly recommend this. And now we're gonna be using a foundation that I've been really enjoying lately, and that is the Oma Beauty by Sharon C foundation. This is the Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. I have this in the shade Honey T2. I did a review on this and I have been loving this. You can find this at Walmart. So I'm gonna be applying the foundation on the back of my hand, and we're gonna just begin applying this all over my skin. And I'm gonna be using a sponge to blend this all out. This foundation does give a beautiful skin-like finish. So it's not like a matte foundation or a dewy foundation. I would recommend when using these powders, because I've already tried the powders, I would recommend that if you are somebody that has dry skin and you want to use a mattifying setting powder, I would go in with a very hydrating foundation. The last thing you want to do is put matte on matte and then it separate really badly on you. So that would be my personal recommendation on you. I feel like if you have very oily skin, then you can probably get away with like a matte foundation, liquid foundation that is, and then this matte powder to set. I tend to have combination skin in the winter, and then right now in the summer, I do have very oily skin. By the end of the day, I am an oily hot mess unless I literally do every step possible to make sure I can kind of keep it at bay. But I would just recommend for certain people that have certain types of skin, I would go in with a foundation that's not as matte if you feel like it may be too matte of a situation. They do recommend this powder more so for people that do have like normal to really oily skin. But I know there's some people out there that probably have dry skin that like a little bit of that matte finish, or maybe want to retouch through the day and keep that like oil-free finish. But this is definitely mainly geared towards people that really want to absorb those oils and don't want any oils peeking. Okay, so I went ahead and just applied some concealer, the foundation, and a little bit of bronzer. I haven't applied blush because I want to go ahead and powder the face before we do that. Then I had to use loose setting powder just where I crease, because if I don't do that, it's literally game over. I will have the most awful creasing in the world. So that's the only place I use a little bit of powder right there. But now we can move on to the actual powders that this review is about. So I do have two shades here. I have medium and I have the shade tan. Now there's a shade in the middle which is golden. I was unable to find that. I purchased both of these at my local Target because Ulta does not have these in store. They have them online. At least where I live, that's where I can find it. So the place where I was able to find it in store was Target. For some reason, they didn't have the shade golden, so I was like, what the heck? So these do retail for $8, and in here you do get 0.21 ounces of product. I do quickly want to read a little bit about these powders because they just seem so good, like too good to be true almost, but they're really, really good. So this is a Pro Mattifying Powder infused with oil absorbing rice powder. That sounds really interesting. This is a mattifying pressed powder, provides an all-day smooth matte finish, no transfer, no smudge, no makeup interruption. It's sheer coverage with a non-drying, non-ashy finish for all skin types. It's lightweight and comfortable. So in here, I wanna say it does begin with the shade Fair and it goes all the way to the shade Rich. And then they also have two that are, one's translucent, like literally just translucent, and the other one is a brightening peach tone. So maybe if you wanted to use that on your under eyes or in areas where in any areas where you may feel your skin looks tired. So for me personally, I have used both. When I swatched them, the shade Tan like fits the back of my hands, but when I put it on my face, it does look a little darker. I felt like for me, for all over powder, I really like how the shade Medium looks. I will have my foundation references down below so you guys can kind of see where you stand with it. I would love to try the shade Golden because I think that probably would be the perfect shade. It does look like it has a little bit of yellow in there, which kind of would brighten up the skin a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this. And then the powder that I've been loving to use to set my face with a pressed powder is this e.l.f. blush brush. Yes, this is a blush brush, but I like it because, I don't know if you guys can see, it's flat on both ends. So I like the flat side because I feel like I can really press the product into my skin. So let's go ahead with the shade Medium. And what I'm gonna be doing right here is I'm going to just be taking the powder and then pressing it on the skin. And I like how this is like just so compact, so you can literally take this on the go because these are great for retouching as well. Okay, and I'm just gonna be applying the powder on this side of the face because I do wanna do a wear test to show you guys how it compares and contrasts. So this side, we're just gonna leave it without any type of powder. And this side, we're going to just go full force in with the powder. And I like the fact that it does contain those rice powders to really absorb any type of oil. You guys can see it really does a beautiful job of smoothing out my skin, almost giving me like a filter-like finish on the skin, which I think is absolutely stunning. You can see the difference between the foundation being left alone. You can see a little bit of that radiance from within. If you're somebody that likes more so of a natural looking foundation, a radiance from within foundation, then you may like it without the powder. But if you're somebody that likes to really have that nice soft matte effect, you're going to really love this because it really does give you that like filter-like finish that just looks stunning. And I just love using this brush because I just press it all in the areas where I really want to powder it. Another thing that I do like about this powder is that I feel like when you put it on top of your enlarged pores, it does a really good job of like almost like diminishing them. Like it just looks so good. Like I am 100% here for this. So you guys can see the difference with powder and with no powder. I feel like you can really tell. I feel like the shade Medium definitely works really well on top of my foundation. These don't claim to be like just powder foundation, so I would look at this more so of a setting powder after you do apply your liquid foundation. And another thing that I like is that I tend to notice that sometimes with powders, especially setting powders, after applying a liquid foundation, you can definitely tell you have so much product on the face. It cakes up, especially on texture, but this one does not whatsoever. It literally looks so smooth, and you guys will definitely see that up close and in natural lighting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and give you guys my very first initial thoughts, and then we can go ahead and begin our wear test. But so far, I'm really impressed. And the fact that this is $8, I mean, this may be the powder that can replace all those high-end powders because this is some really, really good stuff. Okay guys, so I finished my entire face of makeup. All the details will be in the description box down below. I do quickly want to give a shout out to This Went Wild Love with Cocoa collection because this is all I've been using. I have been obsessed with this face. I literally have done this eye look like 3 times this week. It's insane because I love it so much. But anyways, let's talk about the powders. So, bring them out. This side powdered, this side not powdered. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I love how this side looks. It literally looks so stunning. I definitely do feel like the side where we didn't powder, we have a little bit of that radiance peeking through, but I think we'll be able to really tell as the hours progress through the day. So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing right now. I will be doing an in natural lighting clip so you guys can see how this looks, really up close and personal, comparing and contrasting the two sides. But I feel like this powder is just everything for $8. I mean, this is really, really quite something. I'm super excited to just be wearing this for the full day for you guys so you guys can really see, especially if you guys have been interested in this powder, because let me just tell you, this is definitely something that I'm feeling really confident about. I wanted to come on here to show you guys how this makeup looks with natural light. So this is the side with the powder. Look how stunning that looks. Like it literally looks like a filter almost, and like you can barely see my pores. And then this is the side with no powder. Can you tell the difference? I feel like I can. I feel like this side looks more texturized without the powder than the side with the powder. Like the side with the powder literally looks like a flawless filter. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm gonna go ahead and carry on with the rest of my day. Right now it's 9 a.m. So I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, so I am back. Here's the face at the end of the day. It is now 9:17 p.m. I wore this for the entire day, literally did so much stuff, took a nap, like literally ran errands, just about everything. And this is the side with no powder, which you guys can see. This is what we're looking like, super dewy. This is the side with the powder on. I have to say it held up so nicely. There is some shine peeking through, but that's totally normal because I mean, it is the end of the day. We've worn this for the entire day since literally like 9 a.m. So I'm very, very pleased with this NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop, Won't Stop powder. It's absolutely beautiful on the skin. Love how it just really laid everything down and made it look skin-like and effortless. I do want to go back in to retouch because you can also use this powder to retouch just to kind of see how it does on my skin. Let's say we were about to go out, you know, it's 9 p.m. let's go out. Let's see how it would retouch the skin for a few more hours of wear. So I'm just gonna press the product in. I think one of my favorite parts about this powder is the fact that even though you're wearing foundation underneath of it, it does not cake up whatsoever on top. Like it literally just sits so beautifully and it gives you like a filtered effect finish. Like it almost smooths out the texture as opposed to this side, you can see the texture a lot. So I would say guys, you need to check this powder out right now, like yesterday, honestly. This retails for $8. I think it's completely worth that price just for what you're getting. This is amazing. If you have oily skin, you need to get this. You guys can see the difference between having the powder on and not having anything on. So let's go ahead and just retouch the entire face so you guys can see how quickly it absorbs those oils. I would recommend getting this brush from e.l.f. It's a blush brush, but I love using it as a powder brush. So impressed, stunning. And I was wearing a mask and like, the skin is still popping. Like it looks so good. So I highly recommend you guys check this out. I would say if you're on my complexion, I would go with the shade medium if you're gonna be applying this on top of your foundation or like as a setting powder. I think this would work great. I felt like tan was a little too dark on me and it was pulling a little bit more like orangey than I would like it to. And I also noticed that in some areas, it would stick onto my skin. And the reason I say that is because I have been trying these for the past few days, but I just want to come on here and give you guys a full-blown wear test so you guys could really see what I was talking about in action. Go to Target or buy it online at Target, buy it online at Ulta. I will have them linked down below so you guys can check it out, as well as my shade and my shade references for you guys who want to check this out. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this wear test because I love doing these for you guys. I love bringing you guys the best of the best here on my channel. Let me know what videos you would like to see next. So yeah, that's all I have. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. That being said, don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.